Hi, and welcome to whatever this channel is about. So, this weekend I did an escape room, which I have never done before, so let's do a brief review of the experience. Now, I do love puzzles, and I've done board game escape rooms, which are basically these box sets that just have various puzzles in them that you try to solve, and you go through various paths to get different answers that will then all come together for a conclusion. Now, this particular place was called Sherlock Escapes, uh, S-U-R-E, Sherlock, but of course it's a pun on the famous detective. And it's down in Renton. They had four different escape rooms. This particular one was called Guardian's Grove, and it was jungle themed. There was three different rooms. The big selling point of this one is it's 100 minutes to try to solve because it's a larger escape room. In this case, it was three different rooms where you had to solve the puzzles in the first room before the door opened to let you into the second room, which was a bridge. Solve the puzzles there, which gets you to the third room. We had 8 people, and they were all puzzle enthusiasts. A couple of things I've noticed is there was about 3 different puzzle paths, as I want to call them, in each room, where you solve a puzzle, and then that will get you a word or a number that will then take you to a combination lock, which there's the number combination locks, there's word combination locks, there was a key, there was at least one key combination lock, there's 2 key combination locks, and then there was one which was a directional lock, which I'd never seen before. And it has like a little joystick toggle on it, so you can go up, down, left, right, and you do that so many times, and the lock unlocks. Now, each of these puzzle paths, there's like 3 puzzle paths per room, where you get to all down the paths, and it'll get you to one of the final solutions, which in the first room gets you 3 different keys that opens up this one massive lock, which requires 3 keys to open it. And then each of the other rooms had, I think the second room, I didn't really participate much in the second room because of reasons, so I missed most of the puzzles there. And actually, that was one of the interesting things is even though you only really do an escape room once, this is something that's repeatable because I didn't even do half the puzzles. I didn't get to them because we had so many people solving all these various things. There are things I did not get to see. Most of the puzzles I think I saw, and some of them I knew the solutions to, but there was a bunch. There was something with bananas that I have no idea what that was about. But that was in the first room, and people solved it. There was some of the blocks in the second room that they had solved before I even got in there. They were really quick with it. Yeah, there was 3 puzzles in the first room. There's 4 paths, I think, in the second room, and then 3 in the first room. And one of the ideas is everything that you use is used once, and nothing really needs to be carried over from room to room, except I believe in the second room there was a bunch of things that did need to get carried over to the third room to help solve a puzzle there. Overall experience, I did enjoy it. I think 8 people was a bit too many because, again, there was a lot of puzzles I didn't get to see, and it'd been nice to, like, if maybe there's like 5 or 6 people, then I would have gotten a chance to participate in those puzzles. They did give us 100 minutes, which is an hour and 40 minutes, and we had solved everything in about an hour. Now, we did fudge a little bit on one of the puzzle paths. We actually managed to open the lock in the first room without having to solve one of the puzzle paths, which confused the game master, you were always being watched from above by cameras, and in case you need hints, they'll give you hints. So, yeah, there was a path that we had to somehow get around, and I spent time actually trying to solve that path while everyone else has already moved on to the second room. Well, most everyone moved on to the second room. There's 3 of us behind trying to solve that thing, even though we didn't need to because we had already moved on. Overall, I'd say it was a good experience. The group I did this with is a group I usually hang out with for retreats and board games and puzzle type stuff. And we might be doing more escape rooms in the future. I believe the ones down in Renton, the group had done all the others because there was only 4 there. But turns out Seattle has lots of different escape rooms. There's a place in, I think, Redmond that has 6 different rooms. And then there's other escape rooms here and there in Seattle. It was an interesting experience. I can see doing it again. It felt definitely though. It felt like I needed maybe like again 6 people, 5 or 6 people would have been the more better number for doing the escape room. So, but I could see if you don't have a group that's all dedicated puzzle people, maybe you have kids with you, then 8 people is a better number because just it is. It works out better. You need to have, I think, fewer hardcore puzzle people, which our group was all hardcore puzzle people. So, but it was a good experience. It was a lot of fun, very interactive, very cool puzzles. Now I do a lot of geocaching, and I'd seen similar puzzles in geocaching. There was something with sticks that you had to line up, and they gave you a number. And yeah, I've actually seen that within the past couple of years in one of my geocaches was sticks you had to line up and you get a number. So I was able to intuit how to solve a lot of these puzzles, and I was able to give advice here and there. Even like the final puzzle was a riddle, and I solved the riddle before even people actually could. They had to decipher what the riddle was, and I already told what the answer is, which then went to a word combination log, and yeah, it was an easy riddle to solve before they even finished saying what the riddle was. But again, fun experience. I would definitely do it again. Those are my thoughts today. It is an interesting activity that's such a thing. I'm not sure when escape rooms started becoming a thing, but that it is a thing is actually kind of cool. And I have to say the set design. I did like the set design. Anyway, that's where I'm at, and have a good one.